y'all. So welcome to or back to Growth Rising. I'm Bird, and on this channel we just talk about things dealing with astrology. So today I'm just going to talk about my experience with each sun sign, and I'm saying specifically sun because you automatically can know that when somebody tell you their birthday. And as a unapologetically dope Sagittarius, I'm going to just give it from a Sagittarius sun point of view. And I'm going to start with Pisces and work my way backwards instead of always starting with Aries. Give the Pisces and Aquarius and all of them a little love too. So, starting with Pisces, I have met several Pisces. Um, I've never dated a Pisces sun, but I have Pisces in my family. I've worked with Pisces, had Pisces friends. And one thing I know about Pisces is that they do not fool with a lot of people. All the Pisces suns that I have met are pretty much to themselves. They can be emotional, which I'm pretty sure everybody is already aware of that with Pisces sun. But they can also kind of like be kind of very in tune with whatever it is. Like several of the Pisces suns who I have spoken with, the majority of them actually, they'll say something about the way that things can be quiet around them and they can like see and hear the same thing at the same time. I kind of get what they were talking about, but I don't know if I can explain it. So if you are a Pisces sun and if you resonate with what I have said, maybe you can explain it a bit better. But yeah, so they can be very in tune spiritually. They have been, 1 minute they're calm, cool, and collected, and the next minute they're just emotions everywhere with multiple of them. And I'm sorry, y'all, but some of those Pisces sons, they will be quick to play the victim in whatever situation it is, even if they caused it. They're going to sit up here and act as if somebody else did it to them. But when they start telling you about what happened, either you realize that they left out some stuff or they try to phrase it in a way that it's like they're the victim. Not all, but the majority of the Pisces sons that I've known, that always try to play the victim. And also, several of them be lying too. Actually, I know more Pisces men to lie than women, but just, yeah. So, sorry about that, but it's true. So next I'm gonna go to Aquarius. Oh yeah, and with Pisces, I still love, the Pisces. They're still cool people. It's just some minutes they want to be around you, sometimes they don't. And that's completely fine with me because sometimes I want to be around people and sometimes I don't. But anyway, moving on to Aquarius. Um, Never dated an Aquarius. I've had a couple of Aquarius friends, but it's not like we will stay friends for a long time. It's like we'll be friends and then we're no longer friends. It'll be in and out just that quick. With the Aquarius, now the way that I usually see Aquarius is like this person is really cool. Like I like the way that they, dress. I like, I don't know, it's just like something about the energy that they give off that I'll be like, you know what, they calm, cool, collected. They don't be letting stuff get to them. Most Aquarius suns that I know, I'm not gonna say all, because I mean realistically everybody has emotions getting to them. But with the Aquarius suns that I know, they are very smart. That is one thing that I definitely do, like about an Aquarius sun. I like that they're different, like the way they might dress will be different than what you would see other people do, or their mind works a little bit differently. And I like, the whole be different than the crowd. I like that. I know some Aquarius sons who like to, hold organizations together and have people, you know, gather together at certain times and places. So, you know, that whole thing with Aquarius, I definitely see that. Um, yeah, but overall, like for the most part, Aquarius are pretty cool. But some Aquarius, like whenever they start to feel something, it's feeling a lot of it. But some Aquarius is like, nope, it doesn't bother me. I'm cool. You know, you do you, I'm gonna do me, and we're gonna keep going that way. But yeah, they're usually pretty fun to be around to me because they're easy to talk to, and it's just a vibe. So now I'm gonna go to Capricorn. Um, I like Capricorns too. I like how Capricorns are about getting their money. Like I don't think I've ever met a Capricorn who's not about getting their money, which I have family and I have also dated a Capricorn, and I like the whole I'm gonna do what I gotta do so I can do what I want to do type attitude. I don't know, it gives kind of like boss to me, but I could be a bit biased. Oh well. But yeah, Capricorns. Now I will say, Capricorns, they do have feelings. All of them have feelings, and when they open that door to their feelings, it's pouring out. Like it's so much. So like everybody's not gonna see that part of a Capricorn though. Don't get me wrong. A Capricorn sun is not gonna show everybody how they feel. But if you're in that close circle of theirs to where they will open up to you, you see that Capricorns be feeling the feels. Capricorns can also be petty. Yes. You know what? I think every Capricorn I know are pretty up there with being petty. So, I mean, if you get a Capricorn to be petty towards you, it's 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 just part of their nature. That's just them. Okay, and now Sagittarius. I have met several Sagittarius. I have had friends who've been Sagittarius and family members, and every Sagittarius I know have something big on them, like just visual wise. It can be their hair, it can be it can be their hair, their hips, their height, just a bigger person or whatever. But as far as hanging out with Sagittarius, I have so much fun with them. And yes, I can definitely be biased on that. I don't care. But a Sagittarius, you get two Sagittarius together or more. I don't take that back. You get two Sagittarius together. Don't get too many together because then it's going to be just a bit much because all Sagittarius are not going to be on the same thing at the same time. But either way, Sagittarius like to keep things uplifted. They like to be optimistic and encourage you. I'm not, and all of this I'm saying about Sagittarius, I'm not talking about myself. I'm talking about the friends and, family members and all that I've had in my life. I've never dated a Sagittarius. To be honest, I don't think that I would want to date a Sagittarius just because I know how Sagittarius are. And I don't know, I wouldn't want to date another me. I don't know about anybody else out there, but anyway, that's just a little side note. So with Sagittarius, they are pretty uplifting, pretty encouraging. Sometimes they can be doing the most, cause a scene, have that fire just going everywhere. Sometimes it just be too much. Sometimes they have to chill out. But yeah, overall, I do like Sagittarius, but obviously, right? Um, Now going on to Scorpio. I've had Scorpio friends, I've family members, and I've actually dated a Scorpio son. And he wasn't that bad for the most part. He was pretty cool, but I don't know. See, one thing with us is that we were at two different points in our lives, and he wanted more out of the relationship than what I wanted. See why I say I don't want to date a Sagittarius? He wanted more than I did, and I was like, yeah. But with the friends who I've met, Scorpios, yeah, they be lying too. They really do. They be lying. They also be feeling a lot. Like they feel a lot. And sometimes Scorpios be talking about some stuff that everybody else ain't on. But I will say this about Scorpios. People be misjudging them all the time. Like people look at a Scorpio and be like, this person is that way, and they could be a whole totally different way. Because Scorpios are actually cool, but if you close to them, then you can see how, sweet they can actually be. Now, if you ain't close to them and you see the RBF and, y'all be beefing out the blue or something, that's, I don't know what to tell you. But Scorpios, they can also be pretty jealous too. So, yeah. Overall, Scorpios, they cool, but they are, it's not as easy to read a Scorpio. I'm just gonna put it like that. And so next I'm gonna go on to Libra. Libras, they can be sweethearts. They can be going around trying to make sure everything is good for everybody else, which I think is sweet, but sometimes I also be thinking like, chill out. You don't have to try to be everybody's best friend. You don't even have to be cool with everybody, to be honest with you. But, Libras, they want to keep scale balance for everyone, even if the scales aren't, meant for everybody. But yeah, they can be pretty cool. But also I feel like if you get on a Libra's bad side, then just I don't know how long it'll be until you get back on their good side. Libras can also be very flirty. I have heard Libras themselves say that they've cheated in relationships and they'll feel bad about it. But at the same time, it's like you already knew what my reputation was, so Libras can be a little savage sometimes. Um, but for the most part with Libras, I do see how they can be, pretty chill and try to, bring, that balance scale for everybody, trying to make everybody happy and all of that, which is not gonna work out. I'm sorry. If you're a Libra, I hope that you understand where I'm coming from and don't try to burn yourself out. Okay, so now Virgos. Oh, I know a couple of Virgos and I've worked with several Virgos. And Virgos are like scatterbrains. Like they will have like as far as like at work, they will have their specific way of doing things, but whenever they're talking to you about this stuff, it's like their mind is everywhere. Or um like they'll tell you stuff about their personal lives and it's like, dang, you got a lot going on in your life. No wonder you doing all of this at work or at this whatever place that we're at or at school or whatever, because you really have a lot going on a daily basis with a Virgo, because it's just it's a lot. And they can be babies too sometimes. It you can tip a Virgo off pretty quick. Like either they're crying, they're catching the attitude, they mad. It's something. Some Virgos are pretty level headed. I don't know. I think it's about half and half. You know what? Nope. I know more Virgos to get in their feelings a lot quicker than the Virgos who are just straight level headed. Let me see. Leo. Leos. Oh yeah, Virgos. They cool or whatever, but I I can't be a therapist because I might say something and it might tip you off. But now Leos, some of the Leos who I've met, they are more like, hey, I'm here, look at me, yada yada yada. All of them know. Some Leos are just like very straightforward people. They're kind of like Sagittarius. They're straightforward people too. Leos can be very straightforward and tell you whatever it is. They might not come out as blunt with it, but they'll say it. They might not necessarily, try to get everyone's attention all around them all the time, but when they want your attention, they want your attention. I've never dated a Leo. I don't think I could too much. But as far as like, you know, being cool with them, that's cool. I haven't had any like issues with any Leos that I've known. Cancer. Now, with cancers, I know several cancers, and yes, they do get emotional. We know that. But they can be some real sweethearts. Go out their way to do something for you, even though you don't even ask about it. They might show up and be like, let me do this right here for you because of when you did this right here for me 3 years ago. Like, what? Like, I forgot about that. But a Cancer will try to make sure that you are good. But Cancer can also be savage like Libras. They can. They can be the type of people who are like, I don't care about your life at all type stuff. They can hurt some people. I haven't been in a relationship with the Cancer, but from what I've heard about being in a relationship with Cancers, I wouldn't do it. But that's just me. And I know that you can't go based off the sun sign, y'all. Don't get too, into it like that. But as far as like with Cancers, now Cancers, they can get you on an emotional roller coaster because they could have been, on an emotional roller coaster. And so now they're like, I'm tired of being on this by myself. You finna come and get on it with me, and I'm finna have you going up and down, left to right, and every which way around. So yeah, Cancers can be a lot to deal with. They can be sweethearts, but then they can be your worst nightmare. Now Geminis. Oh, I love me some Geminis. I did not even realize, when I was younger, how many Gemini best friends I've had throughout my lifetime. Like ever since elementary school, I've been having different Gemini best friends. Um, for me, I always can have fun with the Gemini. Obviously, that's why I always, I guess that's one reason why we always attract each other. With Geminis, they are definitely the twins. Like they're either fun and good and happy, or they're ready to go off on somebody or do something. And me, I don't mind, you going off on somebody or something, because I might laugh about it because it's like, dang, girl, you really let that person get up under your skin like that. But it's just, I don't know, like they're very fun. And that's also smart. Several of my Gemini friends, the majority of them actually have been very smart. Yeah, it will be like in books, but also like street smarts also. That's something I think is pretty cool. And they can also, like help, like if you're trying to do something, they're more trying to support you and spread word about whatever you're doing than trying to stab you in the back or bring you down or whatever. They're very uplifting about whatever it is that you are doing, and they're trying to help you out in it. Because I know when I was, I think I was like selling like baked goods or whatever. Some of my Gemini friends, actually more than one of them I had at the time, were going out telling people and being very vocal about it and always supporting. And they will always try to make sure that I was doing good and we can always talk. We just had really good conversations, me and all my Gemini friends. I guess that's why we just clicked. So yes, I definitely think that Geminis are cool people. So now let's go to Taurus. Okay, so Taurus. Oh yeah, and I have dated a Gemini. I wouldn't necessarily want to date a Gemini again. I would want a Gemini more as a friend than, a significant other. Now Taurus. I've known a couple of Taurus, not a whole bunch, but the couple that I've known likes to cook, eat, and shop. All of them. So like a Taurus can have a pair of black shoes, like 4 pair of black shoes, and they go out and buy 2 more of black shoes. It can be 4 black heels. They buy 2 more pair of black heels. Like you don't need that many heels. And they all be open toe or closed toe or boots or whatever it is. But they gotta have a specific shoe to match a specific outfit. Even though you can probably switch the shoes up, they want to have this shoe because the buckle on it is this way, or what, like they want to make sure that they're dressed to impress. Even if they ain't trying to impress nobody else but themselves, they want to dress to impress. Now the Tauruses that I know can throw down in the kitchen most of the time. like real food, like the actual breakfast, lunch, dinner wise. They can actually throw that in the kitchen like that. Um, and they are quick to spend some money on some clothes. And they like for things to look nice. Yeah, they're definitely quick to spend. Like even if it's not for them, it's not like they only buy the stuff for themselves, but they will buy the stuff for the people that they love or the people who they're close to. They're gonna buy stuff for them. They're gonna feed them. That's one way they can show appreciation because they'll cook for you, or whoever they're trying to show appreciation to, they'll cook for you, or buy you something that's nice, like take you shopping. I remember when a tourist one time was like, you just got paid. Let me just go ahead and take you shopping so I can spend they wanted to take me shopping so I could spend my own money because they weren't trying to give me their money. It was me spending my own money. But either way, that was like, this right here is a good place to shop at. That's a good place. Telling me the places where I should be shopping at because that place had better clothes or shoes or a better product, like better material in their clothing or whatever. So yeah, tourists, they they do have pretty good style. I'm not even gonna lie. Now Aries, um I have dated an Aries and I've had Aries friends. I wouldn't want to date Aries again. I probably dated Gemini again before Aries, but yeah. Um, but yeah, and Aries are quick, just like very quick tempered, very quick tempered. The way that I don't know who said it, but somebody was like, Cancer is the water sign Aries. And I can see that. I mean, kind of, because I see more Scorpio just because of the Mars, but we're not even into that right now. But yeah, Aries, they can be very quick at the mouth. Now Aries, they will say, no, okay, I'm just gonna put it like this: all fire signs will say stuff. A Sagittarius is blunt with it. A Leo dresses it up nicer, and an Aries is gonna say it as soon as they think it. Not necessarily being blunt, they could just be saying it as clear as day, and it's just, did I say that? Did I say that out loud? Type thing. Um, because sometimes they don't think about what they say before they say it. And as having an Aries friend, that is something that I can appreciate, because if you feel some type of way, if I say, okay, does this look good on me? You're like, yeah, it looks good. Don't tell me that. Tell me the truth. And an Aries friend will tell you the truth. Like if y'all actually friends. But I also like the fact that Aries, they like to do stuff. They're not just like, oh, let's just sit down and eat and whatever. They like to actually get out and do stuff, like actually be active. I like that too, to a certain extent, because I'm not gonna want to be out and about all the time, to be honest. But yeah, I will say this: all of the signs are good. Let me just make sure I got them all. Okay, so I did Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces. Yeah, so I think I covered them all. But overall, I do, think that all of the signs are pretty cool. And y'all just listen to me, okay? Don't just go based off somebody's sun sign of where if you'll date them or not. I was just saying that because I'm not even out there looking. I have my significant other who I love, but don't just go based off of, you know, their sons. I'm like, oh no, I can't date you, because there's a lot of other stuff that goes into it, and also being somebody's friend. Now, you might, look at how, like, I'm just gonna use Virgos, like how Virgos act, like on paper, and then you look at a Virgo sun and be like, oh, you acting just like a Virgo, and I don't want a Virgo in my life. All Virgos are not gonna act like that Virgo. Some of these Virgos are in different deacons, and so that's why they might not all act the same. But whew, yeah, being like reading about a Virgo and seeing how people be like, oh yeah, Virgos are this and that and that and that, and then meeting them and actually being around them is something else. But that's what all the signs, because all of them, They have their high vibe ones and their low vibe ones. It just depends on whichever one you with and what day you see these people, because everybody has their days, you know. Don't just go off of one bad day of a certain sign and be like, oh no, this sign here is bad. But yeah, so I hope that y'all enjoyed this video. It actually has been pretty fun to make. And you know, just drop your sign below, and I would just like to know, how do y'all see, you know, Sagittarius signs? So y'all know that I love them. But have a good one. Bye.